This is Mr. Anderson for Kellogg Community College, and today I'm going to actually do a problem with you from the homework assignments. We're going to be taking a look at Math 121 Intermediate Algebra. We're going to be looking at Chapter 6, Section 3. I call that 6.3 in my homework assignments, and we'll take a look at number 57. Now, if you have the book out in front of you, you'll notice that it is two fractions being added together over two other fractions being added together. And what I've done for my first step is I'm actually going to do the factoring straight out, because the book's going to say a squared minus 4a plus 3, but that's factorable to a minus 3 and a minus 1. Then to that, the book adds 3 over a squared minus 5a plus 6, which is factorable to a minus 2 and a minus 3. One of the more common mistakes in this problem is that if instead of having the minus 2 and the minus 3, you have incorrectly a negative 6 and a positive 1. If you're going to factor the problem right and you want to get a negative 6 for your, or positive 6 for your last term and a negative 5 for your second term, this is the correct factoring. And this is all over 3 over, and this would be a squared minus 3a plus 2, or factored to a minus 1 and a minus 2, plus 3 over, let's see here, we got a, now in this case, this in the book would be a squared plus 3a minus 10, or a minus, or a plus 5, a minus 2. Now, what we have to do in each of this, the top and the bottom, is we're going to have to get a common denominator. And to do that, we're going to first get a common denominator in the numerator of the problems, and I call this level 1 and level 2. So let's work on level 1 and level 2. You notice that the first fraction has an a minus 3, a minus 1, and this fraction has an a minus 2, a minus 3. This means that our common denominator is going to be a minus 3, a minus 1, a minus 2. Because then they will both have 3 parts to their denominator. So this fraction needs to get multiplied by 1. Let me see if I get my pen working here. So we're going to multiply the top and bottom by a minus 2. A minus 2. And in doing so, now what we have is we can distribute this. So we have 3a minus 6. Then what we'll do with another color here is we are going to now take a look at this problem, which is 3 over a minus 2, a minus 3. Well, I'm going to multiply this by 1, because the one that it's missing is a minus 1. And then we're going to do some distribution there, and this is going to give me 3a minus 3. Now, what then, let me change back to black here, the color black. I will show you that, oh, I went to blue. Oh well, I'll just roll with it. What this does is now I'm going to add this numerator together, and my denominator is going to be the trinomial a minus 3, a minus 1, a minus 2. And that gives me my top fraction. Now the bottom fraction, I'm going to kind of do the same things. I'm going to take a look at this part, and I'm noticing it has an a minus 1, a minus 2, and this has an a plus 5 and an a minus 2. So this is missing an a plus 5, because the common denominator is going to be minus 1 minus 2 plus 5. So we're going to multiply this by a plus 5. So this becomes 3a plus 15. If I do my distribution like that, see, it's my distribution. And then I'm going to go to another color here. I'm going to choose red. And I notice that the second fraction here does not have an a minus 1, like that. So I do my distribution there. So this is 3a minus 3. I'm going to add these together, like so. And then my denominator is going to be the trio of terms there, the trio of binomials, a plus 5, a minus 2, and then a minus 1. Okay, so what happens now is that these two fractions are now going to get combined, but they're also, as a reminder, this is a fraction over a fraction. So what we're going to do is, instead of dividing these two fractions, we're going to skip, flip, multiply. So this fourth level is going to move to the top once I put them side by side, and this third level is going to move to the bottom. But I'm going to do a little bit of work at the same time. 3a and 3a make a total of 6a, and then minus 6 minus 3 is minus 9. So that is the first level of this problem here. And then I have my a minus 3, a minus 1, a minus 2. Now, in a different color, I'm going to show the second equation. Let me go to a purple here. And what this means is I'm going to take this equation, I'm going to flip it on its head, a minus 1, a minus 2, a plus 5, and then I'm going to combine these terms here. So this is going to be 6a, which is kind of nice, minus 12. Or plus 12, excuse me. Alright, so making sure I didn't make any mistakes, now what we can do, since we've skipped, flipped, and multiplied, we can do some simplification. Anything cross from each other can be simplified to 1. I know a lot of people call this cross-canceling, but really you're simplifying. So there's that, and there's this. Those two simplify. So what we have left over here is 6a minus 9 and 6a and the a plus 5. And I think that at this time it's good to kind of go write one more step here just to show you where I'm at. This is 6a minus 9. Okay, and then this here is a plus 5. And then down below here we have our a minus 3, and then we have our 6a plus 12. Now, what's interesting about these problems with the 6's in it is that we can actually factor something out. This first term here, I can factor out a 3. So this would become 3, and then this is 2a minus 3, and then a plus 5. Now here I can factor out a 6, so this becomes 6, and then this is a minus 3, and this would be a plus 2. Because if I factor out a 6 times, 6 divided by 6 is just a, 6a divided by 6 is a, and 12 divided by 6 is just 2. So then we get to simplify these, and 3 goes into 6 2 times, or 3/6 is simplifiable to 1/2. We don't write the 1, so our final answer is 2a minus 3 and a plus 5. And our denominator is 2, and then a minus 3, and then a plus 2. And there it is. There is your problem number 57 in section 6.3 in Math 121 Intermediate Algebra for Kellogg Community College. This is Mr. Anderson saying thank you for watching.